Hello, Internet. I flipped the script, baby, and I'm going to tell you all about it. It was kind of crazy. Got a lot of things to talk about. It's going to be a busy day. Let me check a few doodly-doos over here. Is my audio the way I like it? Is it? No, it was not. Okay, there we go. All good now. You can't tell any difference, but I can. Let's see who's here. We've got Britta Aller in the house. Same thing with Marilyn W. She says, good morning, Matt. 3 waves, 3 purple hearts. Love me some purple hearts. So I got a friend request. And every time I get a friend request, I do a couple things. I look to see who else is friends with this person, and I look to see if they've got posts on their profile. In other words, if someone's completely privated their account and they friend request me, I'm not going to accept it. But I knew a bunch of people that this person was friends with. I'm like, okay, boop. Confirmed. And then, you know what happens? I get the, hey, how are you? Hi, I'm good. How are you? Oh, thanks for asking. I noticed that, you're a content creator. I'm like, sure am. He said, I noticed you're a content creator and have a YouTube channel. I'm like, I've got 3. And I dropped the link to wizardofhaas.com, which points to, I actually have 4, but I told him about 3. And he's, wow. He's like, do you do stream? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, what do you use for streaming? I told him what I use. I was like, I use Ecamm Pro or Ecamm Live Pro. And I was like, I really like it. It's desktop. I know people who use software-based versions, and I did StreamYard and Restream.io. I said some people have PCs like vMix. He goes, you really know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, I do. He says, hey, listen, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm like, oh, here we go. He says, look, I work for this other brand new web-based streaming service, kind of like StreamYard, but a different company. He says, we're looking for people to check it out. I'll give you free access. You use it. You tell me what you think. I'm like, oh, this is where I flip the script. Wait till you hear what happens. Jaden's here with Purple Heart in the channel name. Hello. And the Trading's here. He knows business. I'm talking business. So I'm like thinking about this. I'm like, okay, so I use Ecamm. It's desktop. I like running it. I have everything dialed in. And I said, look, I've done 400 weekday shows and I've done 200 weekly shows in the past 3 years. And those don't even include my Super Terrific Awesome show, my VF Talks. I've probably done 800 live streams in the past 3 years. And I said, I am probably the absolute best person to give your company tangible, actionable feedback written up in a way with industry standard user stories and screen grabs and mock-ups and things like that, because I work with software development my whole career. And I'm like, I'm going to need something more. He goes, well, I can extend the 3 months free access to even longer. I'm like, well, I appreciate that, but I would need to change my workflow. I would need to dedicate time to this. I'm worried that the end result, like maybe it might not be able to do this, maybe it might not be able to do that, or, pop things up on the screen as fast or as the way that I want them. So I'm worried, like the end result is critical to me, and it's a business risk doing this. Plus it's time. I'm busy and I'm the expert. I know what's happening. This is what I'm thinking, but I'm telling him, I'm like, look, got to sweeten the deal. He's like, well, I'm only authorized to give you free access. I'm like, oh. He says, well, what would it take? I'm like, okay. Now we're talking. Now we're at the point where things can actually happen. So I'm like, all right, you give me $1,000, I'll give you 20 hours of consulting, weekly update. I'll pass along industry standard user stories with the mock-ups and the changes and the reasoning why what my suggestions would do to the final product and what the benefit would be. And we can have conference calls and we can eat away those 20 hours. He goes, I'll have to check with my boss. I'm like, there you go. You do that. Because, like, let's face it. Like, he's like, well, we want people who really want to use the software and know what they're doing and can give us good feedback. I'm like, listen, buddy, I know what you want. I know the benefit of you, what you're trying to get. Flip it around. Why should I do it? So who knows? Who knows? But I guess the takeaway is, know your worth. Know your worth. And this is gonna be a hardship on me to figure all this out and work with this company and do all this stuff. Oh, hey, coffee. You want to send me a coffee mug with your logo on it for free? You can do that. All right. What else did I do? Kind of some life updates coming at you here. I did some flagpole maintenance. What's flagpole maintenance? Well, I got a little flagpole attached to the beam of my house, and so every year I paint it, and I put a PVC pipe on the end of it and attach the flag to the PVC pipe so the PVC pipe can roll, so the flag will never get bunched up. The flag will always unfurl via gravity. And I have to lubricate that. And then I got rid of my old flag. I folded it up, and I'm going to put it in the flag recycling at the American Legion in my town. They have a flag recycling, then they properly dispose of American flags. And then got the nice brand new, not sun-beaten flag out front. So I'm happy about that. But so that's what I did. I'm also ready to plant grass. Now, you're not supposed to plant grass in the spring, but I'm breaking the rules. I'm a rule breaker, baby. So I'm going to plant some grass and some patches that kind of need some work. Because my lawn must be immaculate. So I bought a big bag of grass seed, and I'm going to put these in cups. I'm going to start planting these indoors because there's still frost that could happen, which could kill new plants if I put them outside. So I'm going to try and grow those inside, and then in a couple weeks move them outside. Yeah, you know it. You know it. I've this mindset shift where I look at the value. If someone asks me something, I'm like, who's getting what out of this exchange? And if it's not fair, I try and make it fair. And if I can't make it fair, I won't do it. In other words, I'll say no. Successful people say the word no a lot. On one of the Apple keynotes last couple years, Tim Cook was like, we say no all the time. Steve Jobs even said it. He says, Apple says no more than any other company. And you've got to stay laser focused on what you want and say no to everything else. Love those sunflowers. Yeah. I don't know. I've kind of really taken to them. I just think that there's no inside. It's all peach fuzz. I think they're cool. I don't know. This is what I do in life. I try things out. If I don't like it, I drop it. If I like it, I kind of go for it. So I had these last year. I really liked them. I'm going to try them again. Then I'm like, you know what? It'd be fun to kind of do. I remember my uncle who died very young in my life. He had 3 stalks of corn by his mailbox, and we went over to his house one time. He was so proud of himself. He's like, look at this corn. Like, he was showing us the corn that he had harvested from his. Good memory of my uncle. whom I'm named after. My middle name is the same name as the uncle that I'm talking about. No is a complete sentence. That is correct. And I don't like saying what I'm about to do. I like showing you what I am going to do. Anyway, I'm going to make a t-shirt that just says no. N-O period. Real small. Just right there. No. I think that'd be a fun t-shirt. No other context. Just no. That would set the tone. I should wear that to Hershey Park. Bring everyone down. No. One final thing. The number of the day is 142. 142. Look at this. My Awesome Wood Things YouTube channel has grown by 142 subscribers last month. 142 subs in 1 month. I'll take it. I'll take that all day long. All right. I'm going to get back to it. Got a busy day. I love you all. Catch you on the flippity flip. Stay awesome. Bye.